know as well as I do that in all likelihood it's going to be some time before Liz comes back here.
How do you know that?
I've seen her contract for vacation. Well, hello there. I am your host, Joel Sharpton, one half of the Articulate Coven, and this is my watch of the original supernatural soap opera, Dark Shadows. I am excited. We're up to episode 167 today, and boy, what a storyline we got cooking here. Things are rounding home plate, I imagine, for Laura Collins, although I do know our Miss Elizabeth is in the hospital for some unexplained length of time. Joan needed a break from the show, and fair, she deserves one after 160 some odd episodes. But where does that leave us? How long will this thing last? And will Laura get away with it all? Or will she pay her just desserts? You'll find out faster if you're watching these as a patron. If you're watching on YouTube, you are only getting 3 every week. On Patreon, they're getting 5 every week, 1 a weekday, and you can too at articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early, ad-free, more often too, for these Dark Shadows especially. All right, folks, let's get into episode 167 right now.
And David said there was no light. He could hear the ocean roaring nearby. And so he had the feeling that they were walking along a beach. His mother was holding his hand. And he said he thought that they were the only 2 people on the whole world. And that the world itself was infinite, endless space.
I mean, I guess we know why they didn't give that speech directly to David to say, but boy, it would have been interesting if they had, wouldn't it?
No. And that's what frightens me.
I see. Well, what then?
Well, he began to notice how silent his mother was. And her eyes. He said that her eyes were blazing in the dark. And then he saw that they were heading toward a great light that seemed to be quite separate from the darkness that they were walking in. And the roaring grew louder, and they came closer and closer, and his mother's eyes were blazing, and then they were running toward the light, and the roaring grew and grew. And just as they were about to fling themselves into it, he woke up. And that was his dream.
I wonder if it was really a dream.
Great soliloquy from Victoria there. Bravo. Hey, look how centered that Dark Shadows is today. Kudos to the art team. All right, Dr. Guthrie. Start earning your pay. We've had some good scenes with you, with Laura in particular.
Now, you see, even if he really wanted to go away with his mother, I'm sure that he has some anxiety about it, some fears.
And the fear should have shown up in the dream.
Well, not necessarily. But given David's own unconscious and his natural sense of inferiority, well, I doubt if he would trust anyone at all, the way he trusted his mother in that dream.
Do you think something else caused that dream?
Yes, I think so.
What could it be?
Man, okay, this scene in particular feels laborious. Both of their delivery is very slow, but Guthrie in particular seems to clearly not know his lines very well, and it does not have the experience that some of the other cast members have of being able to find his cue cards or whatever. This is rough. And I mean, I guess kudos to the writers for giving that sort of actor a role where it's arguable that he's just thinking through the options as he's talking to Vicky. But why is Vicky speaking so slowly?
Roger, please. I want my son. I need him. Give him to me now. Please, you have no idea how much I need him. Let me have him before it's too late, please.
Boy, I mean, Roger, first of all, just don't even think from a fatherly perspective or your son might be in danger perspective. Think from a bargaining perspective. Clearly, this woman needs this boy more than you do. You were in a position of power. Try to get some more out of it, at least, Roger. Give your son another few minutes to live.
Roger, please. I beg you, I don't have much time.
You keep saying that. What do you mean you don't have much time? It doesn't make sense.
Well, I just mean that it's nothing. It's just that if Liz comes back, you know that she'll make me leave without David. You know she will.
Nice cover and recovery. Genuinely, you'd hung yourself so far out there that even Roger noticed you were acting suspicious.
You know as well as I do that in all likelihood it's going to be some time before Liz comes back here.
How do you know that?
I've seen her contract for vacation.
What I don't understand is what brought this on. All this panic all of a sudden.
Is it really that hard to understand?
Well, yes, your self-control was always one of your admirable, if not unsettling.
Was it? She had a lot of self-control, did she? Is that why she was in the sanitarium for a lengthy stay? And then she lived apart from her son for several years after that, apparently?
Let me have David now. Without being a legal guardian, you'll still have control. And if Liz wants me to bring him back, I will. I promise you I will.
I really don't understand why you persist in this. What has happened to make you so impatient?
Nothing. Nothing. I'll bring him back. I promise you, I'll bring him back if I have to. Roger, I have never begged you before. I am begging you now.
Which is why it makes it suspicious. So strange. So strange, your attitude here, ma'am. We've noticed.
What would you say if I were to mention the word manslaughter to Burke Devlin?
Go ahead.
What?
I said go ahead.
Go, Laura. You dangled it too far out there. First of all, you made yourself obvious. You're so desperate. You said, I've never begged you. And then you are begging him. So even if he thought you were being serious about this, he's not going to take you seriously now because you're going to go over there and be so desperate. Burke's not going to take it seriously either. If you had any juice left, you would have already betwixt and bewitched him or whatever it was you were doing previously.
I'll go to Burke. I'm warning you.
I will not be intimidated, Laura.
You think I won't do it?
I know you won't.
I'll turn state's witness and I will get away with everything. They will charge me with nothing.
You would have to confess to perjury. And that, my dear, would have some effect on deciding a custody case. You wouldn't have a prayer of getting David.
Not if you go to jail for manslaughter, sir. If you go to jail for manslaughter, then her little perjury, because she was pressured by you, the dirty murdering husband, well, then she'll get the kid. Your argument doesn't hold water here. Although she doesn't have the money or the time, apparently, to go through the legal case.
Don't you understand? I have to take him away with me soon. If I don't, Carolyn and Vicky... I hate to say this, Roger, but they are trying to turn David against me.
Laura, sometimes I think you're on the verge of a relapse.
Don't be ridiculous. David will never really be mine until I get him away from this place.
It just finally occurred to me what her urgency is. It's Josette, of course. Why did I not put that together? It's not really Vicky and Carolyn that she's worried about. It's not even really Elizabeth that she's worried about. It's Josette. She's fighting Josette and it's sapping all of her power. And so she can't keep everybody else spellbound. If she's fighting Josette constantly, she won't be able to keep Elizabeth in that hospital room.
By contacting someone, well, someone who may be able to tell us.
I don't understand.
Well, you've felt all along that you've been receiving messages, clues, whatever, from the spirit of Josette Collins, haven't you?
I feel fairly certain I have.
But so far, all she's been able to give you are hints. That's probably because she lacks the power to do more.
What do you intend to do?
Give her more power.
Yeah, I said you got to juice them up. That's Laura's problem over there. I love that this thing has just come down to two powerful witches fighting each other. I dig it. I am here for it. Okay, Guthrie, lay it out for us when we get to this seance.
Will I have to be there?
I think we all should be there.
Oh, not David. Please, it would frighten him so.
But David may be the one person who can make the necessary contact.
But can't we at least try without him?
Well,
With Mrs. Stoddard gone, David is my responsibility. He's already been made so upset by the things that have happened.
I mean, boy, I hate to agree with her right now, but I think she might be right. The kid who has an ongoing fascination with the crystal ball that Bert gave him, yeah, let's maybe don't put him at the seance.
I guess we can give it a try.
But you do think the rest of us should be there?
Definitely.
Even my Aunt Laura and Uncle Roger?
Yes, very definitely.
I don't think you'll be able to persuade them to do it.
We must persuade them.
It's for your mother's sake. They can't very well refuse to help her, can they?
I mean, I don't think they would refuse to help her if you put it to them if you put anything to them that way. However, I think you are going to have a problem getting them to agree that a seance will help your mother.
No. No, of course not. I just wish there was some other way. Not a seance. The air seems so troubled, even now. I can feel it. Who knows who's here with us? Now. In this room.
Boy, well, I mean, Josette's there, probably, because we're smelling jasmine soon.
The whole idea is preposterous.
Well,
and
there's
idiotic.
the answer to how Roger's going to react to it, I guess. We didn't even have to wait. We didn't even have to wait the commercial break.
Very necessary.
I refuse to play these parlor games.
Mr. Collins, I can assure you this will be no parlor game.
A seance, indeed. I've indulged this family with its superstitions enough as it is, but this is going too far.
But if there's a possibility, it might help Mother.
Help your mother. Why not dance a voodoo dance around the hospital table, chanting semi-guttural noises?
Mr. Collins, I can tell you.
Cultural appropriation and stereotyping, belittlement, all in one sentence. Good job, Roger, I guess.
That I feel a seance is the one real contribution I can make to this entire case.
I congratulate.
You're not making a great case right now, Dr. Guthrie. That's all you got?
Mr. Collins, I'm aware that you've never cared for my ideas.
These are not ideas. Ideas are the product of the human mind. This is a product of irrational superstition.
I know that you're anxious to have me leave Collinwood. Well, there is one way that you can hasten my departure.
A simple request, perhaps?
Uncle Roger, please.
If the seance fails, then there'll be no reason for me to stay on.
Oh?
Once the seance is over,
You'll forget this foolishness?
I'll have no choice.
Well, then let's do it at once. Come along, girls. Let's gather around.
Uncle Roger.
Roger's like, yep. Everybody hold hands. Oh no, the seance didn't work.
Oh, kitten, please. I've agreed to your simple little pleasures. Isn't that enough?
I wonder if he wants us to talk to Aunt Laura about it, or if he'd prefer to do it himself.
Do you really expect Lara to join in on this?
Yeah, it's hilarious that Carolyn just dropped it like that. The doctor didn't even bring it up to Roger that Laura was going to be involved too, and she's like, maybe you and I should go over and ask.
Do you really think that your Aunt Laura will refuse?
Oh, of course she will, and we won't even have the argument we used with Uncle Roger.
What's that?
That it might help Mother.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, Vicky, of course you know. You know as well as I do that my Aunt Laura probably had something to do with my mother's illness. She was the last person to see her. If she hadn't done anything wrong, why did she lie about that?
Boy, Carolyn going right at it. Somebody said that last arc from Carolyn is where she really kind of leveled up and she begins to make a change into adulthood. But I like this. She's playing the detective.
I don't know.
I have a good mind to go right down to that cottage now and tell her to get out.
You can't do that.
Can't I? I want her to know that we know she's been lying.
But what would it accomplish?
I'd have the satisfaction of seeing the...
I mean, Dr. Guthrie specifically said don't do it.
And considering what's happened to your mother, I don't think it would be very wise to let her know that you suspect too.
I'm not afraid of her.
Neither was your mother.
Vicky, stop trying to scare me out of it.
I'm not trying to scare you.
I mean, maybe a little bit, but also she's genuinely just trying to protect you. You're being silly here.
I refuse to be frightened of that woman. I absolutely refuse.
Well, let's see if Carolyn's about to get a vacation.
Nothing at all.
The music says yes. Laura lost in them flames.
Who is it?
It's me, Aunt Lara. Is it all right if I come in?
Boy, I genuinely thought that was going to be the episode. I did not expect a confrontation today.
Well, what makes you think that?
Just a feeling, I guess.
Carolyn, I'm awfully sorry, but I was just
I
about
keep
to
getting
take a
the
nap.
feeling that my mother was very close to here. As a matter of fact, that she was actually inside, right here in this room.
Well, we're about to see whether it was a good idea or not, I guess.
I hardly think it was worth mentioning. Let's see now. What was it? She was out for a walk. The storm came up. She stopped by here to see if I wouldn't be more comfortable up at the house. When I told her I was fine,
Ugh. Laura. I don't know. I either would have denied it and figured I could get to Burke later or come up with a better lie. That was a bad lie. Let's see if Carolyn gets overpowered anyway.
well, I wouldn't discuss it with anyone else if I were you. Is that clear?
I'd say it was very clear.
Good. Oh, Carolyn, do you want this or don't you?
I don't think I need it now. It's funny how fast the weather changes. Don't you think it's funny?
Okay. No credits for us from Amazon. All right. Pretty good episode. A great final scene. What is with the pacing for Dr. Guthrie? So, I mean, laborious is the word that I used, but that's how it feels. Just takes forever, to get a single line out of him. Anyway. All right. We're on the downhill slide for this week, and I think we're on the downhill slide for Laura Collins, too. Episode 168 coming up tomorrow for patrons. If you are watching on YouTube, then go to articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month. Get you access to everything we do early and ad-free, including these Dark Shadows videos. Thanks, everybody.